The Pokemon Company recently released Regulation D, the next format and the one that will be used for the World Championships. Because of this, people are wondering what some of the strongest Pokemon in the format would be, and I'm here to answer that question. For all of you viewers who watched my first video on the channel, you'll know that I made a bold claim saying that Hisuian Lilligant will be extremely good. The quirk that made Victory Dance extremely good is the fact that it gave it 50% damage boost, meaning that if you were to deal 100 damage normally, you'd be doing 150 instead. A move like this would be decent, even if it didn't give stat boosts, but the Victory Dance gives you +1 attack, defense, and speed. I still think it's good, but nowhere near the level of the other 4 Pokemon in this video. Plus, they also removed the 50% damage buff. Let's start with the Pokemon I think is the worst of the 4. Now if you watch anyone else talk about Regulation D, then you'll know that Ursuluda is the top pick for the strongest right now, but I completely disagree. Ground has always been a dominant offensive type, but in exchange for that, it can't hit flying types. So Ursuluda is good because it's good against most other Pokemon in the format. Right now, players are using Flame Orb Facade sets with the ability Guts. This makes it so Facade is boosted by the Guts multiplier and its own status multiplier, so you are doing a ton of damage. The drawback of this is that it's a normal type move, meaning you aren't hitting anything for super effective damage, and you can't hit ghost types. This means that threats like Fluttermane, who are already used to crap ton, might rise in usage, almost completely invalidating Ursuluda. That's why it's not higher up. Next up is Reggie. Reggie got nerfed going into Generation 9, making Transistor boost electric type moves by 1.3 times instead of 1.5 times. This nerf isn't enough to make Reggie bad, but along with this, the Pokemon Company accidentally buffed it. Chi-Yu has an ability called Beads of Ruin, which lowers the opposing Pokemon's special defense stat, making Reggie do even more damage than it was before. Plus, Terra finally gives it some coverage, meaning one of its main weaknesses don't apply anymore. But finally, we got Urshifu. Now this is a hot take. A lot of players disagree with my choice, but let me explain. Urshifu got the same buff as Reggie, except this time for its defense, not special defense. The only nerf done to the Urshifus was 5 base power removed from both of their signature moves, which isn't enough to counteract the buff that Shen Pao gives it. Shen Pao is a fantastic partner with Urshifu, but what set this team apart is the fact that you are not safe. Imagine the strongest move you could think of, an Oko move that always moves first, never misses, and goes through Protect. This move was nothing but a dream, or rather a nightmare for competitive players, until Urshifu. Urshifu's ability, Unseen Fists, allows it to attack through Protect, meaning that you have no reliable way of not dying. Assuming it's turn 1 and you lead Urshifu Shen Pao and they lead Ursuluda Cresselia, you could Surging Strikes their Ursuluda, which would probably kill it, and Ice Spinner the Cresselia. Now you killed their Sweeper and did some excess damage. So you took a KO. What resources did you lose? Terra? HP? Nope. Absolutely nothing. Now imagine you are using Chi-Yu Reggie. I would assume Urshifu usually run Terra Water, so Terra isn't an option. You die to Reggie if you don't Protect, but Shen Pao dies to Chi-Yu if you do. So what do? This funny little option called switching exists. Let's say you went into Ursuluda. Now their Electro Web did no damage to your Ursuluda and you take minimal damage from Heat Wave. Now you are threatening a KO on both Pokemon with one single switch. Sure, they outspeed, but in order to KO, they need to use their Terra. So let's say they use Terra Blast Ice onto your Ursuluda. You Protect with Ursuluda, and the Focus Sash keeps Shen Pao from dying to Heat Wave. That's why Urshifu is the strongest new Pokemon in Regulation D. Thank you all for watching.